Welcome, space traveler. Close your eyes, take a deep, slow breath in, and let it out. The day is over. The noise of the city, the rush of your thoughts, the weight of gravity, all of it is fading away. Tonight we are going on a journey far beyond the clouds, beyond the glowing atmosphere of our blue planet, and deep into the silent, comforting embrace of the cosmos. Space seems cold and empty, but in truth, it is a cradle of profound peace. In the darkness, there are whispers of other worlds, of distant oceans, of places where we might not be alone. Tonight, we will follow the golden eye of the James Webb Space Telescope. We will travel across the silent void to a water-covered globe, bathed in the red light of a distant star. Let the infinite scale of the universe shrink your worries down to the size of a grain of sand. You are safe here. You are weightless. Let us begin our drift into the stars. To understand the miracle of what we are about to see, we must first look at how we see it. Floating 1,000,000 miles away from Earth, in a quiet pocket of space called Lagrange Point 2, sits a masterpiece of human imagination, the James Webb Space Telescope. It does not see the universe as our eyes do. It looks through the cosmic dust, sensing the subtle warmth of infrared light. It looks back in time, capturing the ancient light of the universe's first stars. But it also does something even more magical. It reads the air of alien worlds. When a planet passes in front of its home star, the starlight shines through the planet's atmosphere. Like sunlight passing through a stained glass window, the gases in that alien air change the color of the star's light. By catching these faint, beautifully altered rays of light, James Webb can tell us exactly what is floating in the skies of worlds we can never touch. It is a slow, patient process. And recently, this golden mirror caught a reflection that changed everything. A reflection from a world called K218b, leaving the solar system. Imagine your mind as a ship made of pure thought. We slowly detach from Earth, floating past the silver surface of the moon. The silence here is absolute. It is a thick, velvet silence that wraps around you, protecting you from the noise you left behind. We pass the rust-red deserts of Mars, the swirling golden storms of Jupiter, and the magnificent icy rings of Saturn. We are leaving our celestial neighborhood. Ahead of us lies the deep, uncharted ocean of interstellar space. Let your breathing match the slow, steady drift of the planets. The ocean of night. As we move further out, the sun becomes just another bright star in a sea of diamonds. We are traveling light years in a single breath. Think of the distance as a comforting blanket. The farther we go, the more the trivial matters of the waking world dissolve. Here there are no deadlines, no rushing, no stress. There is only gravity, light, and the slow dance of the galaxy. You are completely weightless, drifting on the invisible currents of space. Looking toward Leo. Our destination is in the constellation of Leo. We navigate by the ancient star maps, soaring through clouds of interstellar dust that glow softly in shades of magenta and deep blue. Picture these dust clouds as massive, soft pillows of glowing gas, slowly rotating in the dark. The James Webb Telescope peered exactly in this direction, keeping its golden mirrors perfectly still, staring into the abyss for hours on end, just waiting for a whisper of light. The red dwarf star. Slowly, a new light emerges in the darkness ahead. It is not fierce and blinding like our sun. It is a red dwarf star, known as K218. It glows with a deep, soothing crimson hue. Imagine the color of embers in a dying fireplace, radiating a gentle, eternal warmth. Red dwarfs are the most common stars in the universe. They burn slowly, living for trillions of years. This star is a patient guardian, watching over its system with a soft, ruby light. The habitable zone. Around this gentle red star, there is a special region. Scientists call it the Goldilocks zone. It is the perfect distance from the fire. Not too close, where the heat would boil everything away, and not too far, where the cold of space would freeze everything solid. It is the realm of liquid water, the realm of possibility. As we drift closer to the star, we feel the temperature perfectly balance. It is warm, inviting, and peaceful. Meeting the sub-Neptune. And there it is, K2-18b, a massive, silent sphere suspended in the dark. It is much larger than Earth, but smaller than the ice giants of our system. They call it a sub-Neptune. Imagine a colossal pearl, tinted with swirling shades of blue and white, bathed in the soft red glow of its sun. Just looking at its massive, calm curvature is enough to make your breathing slow down. It is a majestic, sleeping giant. The myth of solid ground. When we think of planets, we often picture rocky mountains and deep canyons. But we must let go of that earthly image. K2-18b likely has no rocky surface at all. It challenges our understanding. It is a world where the sky just gets thicker and thicker until it becomes an ocean. There is no sharp line between the air and the water. It is a smooth, continuous transition into the deep. A world of pure flow and endless currents. The Hycean world. Astronomers have a beautiful name for worlds like this. They call them Hycean planets. The word is a blend of hydrogen and ocean. Imagine an entire globe completely covered by water, stretching endlessly in every direction, with no continents to break the waves. And above this global, endless sea lies a thick, heavy atmosphere of pure hydrogen. It is a world of water and air, dancing in an eternal twilight. Diving into the atmosphere. Let us descend into the hydrogen sky. As we float down through the upper layers, the air is thick, clear, and perfectly still. The light from the red sun diffuses through the hydrogen, painting the sky in unfamiliar pastel shades of violet and deep blue. The pressure here is immense, yet you feel nothing but a gentle, comforting weight, like a heavy weighted blanket settling over your tired shoulders. The global ocean. Below us lies the dark, rolling surface of the worldwide ocean. The waves are slow and massive, pushed by winds that have circled the globe without ever touching land. Picture the vastness of the Pacific Ocean, then multiply it until it wraps around an entire world. The water is deep, dark, and rich with chemical secrets. Listen to the imaginary sound of those massive, rhythmic waves, in and out, rising and falling. Starlight and shadows. Because the star is a red dwarf, the light that reaches this ocean is dim and moody. It is an eternal dusk. The reflections on the water are like liquid rubies dancing in the dark. It is a melancholic but incredibly beautiful sight. This lack of harsh sunlight means the planet is eternally cool and calm. It is a world designed for rest, a world that has been sleeping for billions of years. The fingerprint in the sky. But how do we know what is here? We return to the magic of the James Webb Telescope. As K2-18b passed in front of its red star, the star's rays pierced the hydrogen sky. The molecules in the air absorbed certain colors of the light. James Webb captured the light that made it through, creating a spectrum, a rainbow with dark lines hidden inside it. Each missing line is a fingerprint, a secret message from the alien air. Carbon and methane. The telescope revealed the unmistakable signatures of carbon dioxide and methane. On Earth, these are common gases, but finding them in the exact right balance on a water world is a monumental clue. Methane, especially, is a delicate molecule. Its presence tells scientists that there is active chemistry happening in those dark oceans. The planet is not dead, it is breathing. In its own slow chemical way, it is exhaling. The absence of ammonia. Just as important as what Webb found is what it did not find. The telescope looked for ammonia, a gas that should be abundant if the planet were just a sterile ball of gas. But the ammonia is missing. This absence is the silent proof of the ocean. It means the water below has absorbed the ammonia, hiding it in the dark depths. It is a brilliant piece of cosmic detective work, proving the existence of an alien sea. The whisper of life. But there was something else in the data. A faint, fragile signal that made scientists hold their breath. A tiny blip in the light spectrum that points to a molecule called dimethyl sulfide, or DMS. This is a complex molecule, and on our own planet, it is only created in one way: through life. Imagine the magnitude of that thought. A chemical that, as far as we know, is only born from living things. The smell of the sea. To understand DMS, you must remember the smell of the ocean on Earth. When you stand on the beach, close your eyes and take a deep breath of the salty sea breeze. That distinct, fresh smell is largely dimethyl sulfide. It is produced by phytoplankton, microscopic, glowing algae floating in the upper layers of our oceans. It is the perfume of the sea, the breath of millions of tiny living creatures. A cautious hope. Now, imagine that same scent floating in the hydrogen sky of a world 120 light-years away. The signal detected by James Webb is faint. It is not yet a certainty. Science moves slowly, with careful, deliberate steps. They must observe the planet again and again to be absolutely sure. But the possibility alone is enough to send a shiver of wonder down your spine. The possibility that the dark oceans of K2-18b are teeming with alien life. Visualizing the alien plankton. Let your imagination dive beneath the waves of K2-18b. In the dim red light, the water is a deep, endless violet. Floating in the currents are microscopic forms. Perhaps they are not like Earth's plankton. Perhaps they are completely different, adapted to the heavy pressure and the alien light. But they are there, drifting slowly, living, dying, and breathing out the very molecules that traveled across the stars to reach our golden telescope. The beauty of the microscopic. We often dream of alien life as grand civilizations or massive creatures. But the truth is, life likely begins with the quiet and the small, the microscopic builders of atmospheres, the invisible architects of worlds. There is a deep comfort in this simplicity. You don't need to be massive or loud to change a planet. Even the smallest whisper of life can alter a world so profoundly that it can be seen from across the galaxy. The endless ocean depths. As we sink deeper into the Haitian Ocean, the red light fades completely. It becomes a world of total darkness and immense pressure. Yet even here, water is a protector. It insulates. It preserves. If life exists on the surface, what strange, slow-moving mysteries might lurk in the absolute blackness of the abyss? We do not need to know. Some mysteries are meant to remain hidden, allowing our minds to dream in the dark. A mirror to Earth. Staring at K2-18b, we are really looking into a strange, distorted mirror. It is so utterly different from Earth, yet it shares the most vital ingredient: water. It makes us realize how precious our own oceans are. The same water that flows in your veins, the same water that falls as rain, exists on a giant globe floating in the constellation of Leo. The universe is connected by these simple, beautiful elements. The patience of the telescope. Think of the James Webb Telescope once more. Orbiting in the freezing cold of space, it does not hurry, it does not panic. It simply opens its golden mirrors and collects light, photon by photon. It can stare at a single point for days. It teaches us the value of stillness. When we are still, when we quiet our minds, we too can pick up the faint, subtle signals of the world around us. We can find peace. The harmony of the spheres. The movement of the planets, the burning of the stars, the slow rotation of the galaxies. It all happens in perfect silence, a silent symphony of physics and gravity. When your thoughts race, imagine the overwhelming quiet of the space around K2-18b. There is no sound in the vacuum, only a profound, unbroken peace that has lasted since the dawn of time. Let that silence fill your mind. The dimethyl sulfide dream. If that faint signal of DMS is confirmed, it will change humanity forever. We will know, finally, that the miracle of biology is not an accident confined to one small rock. It is a universal force. Life, pushing through the dark, finding a way to exist under heavy skies and alien suns. It is a message of ultimate resilience. No matter how harsh the environment, there is always the potential for existence and harmony. Floating above the clouds. Let us leave the ocean depths and float back up, breaking through the surface of the water into the thick hydrogen air. Look down one last time at the boundless sea, rolling calmly in the eternal dusk. The red star K2-18 is setting on the horizon, painting the sky in deep, rich tones of purple and crimson. It is the most beautiful, lonely sunset you could ever imagine. A perfect place to rest your soul. The journey back. It is time to return. We gently accelerate away from the sub-Neptune, watching it shrink back down to a glowing blue pearl, and then to a tiny point of light. We are moving backwards through the dust clouds of Leo. The stars streak past us like slow, glowing embers. Your mind feels light, unburdened by the mysteries we have just witnessed. The universe is vast, and you are a peaceful part of it. Entering the Milky Way. We glide through the spiral arms of our own galaxy. Millions of stars pass us by. Some might have their own water worlds, their own silent oceans, their own faint whispers of life. The galaxy is a garden, waiting to be explored. But for tonight, our exploration is done. We are heading home to the warmth of our yellow sun. Passing the giants. We cross the threshold of our solar system. The pale blue dot of Earth appears in the distance. We sail past Saturn and its perfect rings. We drift past Jupiter, large and protective. The quiet of our own solar system greets us like an old friend. The journey has cleansed your mind. The vastness of space has washed away the small, trivial anxieties of the day. Only calm remains. Approaching the blue dot. Earth grows larger in our view. The brilliant blue oceans, the swirling white clouds, the dark patches of night where cities glow like tiny clusters of stars. This is your home. It is a rare, beautiful gem suspended in the dark. As we descend through the atmosphere, feel the comforting pull of gravity returning. It is not a burden, it is an embrace. The Earth holding you close. Returning to your room. You are back. Your journey across 120 light-years is complete. You are lying exactly where you started, but you are changed. You carry the silence of the void within you. You hold the image of the dark, rolling oceans of K2-18b in your mind's eye. The universe is watching over you. The golden mirrors of the telescope are still out there, gathering ancient light, while you slip peacefully into a deep, restorative sleep. The cosmos is not an empty, frightening void. It is a canvas of infinite possibilities, painted with ancient light and hidden oceans. The James Webb Space Telescope has shown us that the building blocks of life, the very scent of the sea, might be drifting in the winds of worlds we can barely see. We are a small part of a magnificent breathing universe. As you drift completely into sleep, let the rhythm of those distant alien waves sync with your own heartbeat. Slow, deep, and peaceful. Thank you for traveling with us tonight through the wonders of deep space. May your dreams be as limitless as the stars. Tell us, when you look up at the night sky, do you think we are alone, or are we just beginning to listen? Sleep well, star traveler.